Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Tournament Baseball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We are live from the Duck Pond here at Lions Park in Castalia, the home of the Polar Bears, for today's district semifinal matchup between the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the Danbury Lakers. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg the Wizard Kinn. We've got Emma Maeglin on the camera and running all over this place. She has been to every inch of this ballpark already because we try to get our pitch cam set up behind, or where it normally is, behind the second baseman, but it's going to be behind home plate today because there's no way to get back there. But pregame show once again brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. We're just moments away from the first pitch between these two teams. Before we get there, let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Danner's Towing and Recycling, Robbie Construction and Excavating, First National Bank of Sycamore, Vicek Orthodontics, Feasel's Frame and Collision, the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin, and Fort Ball Pizza Palace. All proud sponsors bringing you today's tournament baseball game right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We are excited to be on the call once again. It's a busy week for us here. Greg, have you got much sleep the last couple days?
No. I got a little bit more last night than the night before just from being so tired yesterday. That sun did a number on us yesterday, that's for sure.
Well, luckily today we are in some cush facilities. We are set up in a nice press box. Probably, I would say, Greg, the nicest baseball press box I've ever been set up in.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Would you say? I mean, other than Akron, when we were inside a suite at the Rubber Duck Stadium,
No, it's just a good note you make there, Nate, because I didn't even think about it that this is a baseball press box.
Yes.
Because, it's on par with some of the better football press boxes we've been to, without a doubt.
Absolutely. But we are just about ready to get underway here. Tucker Coleman on the mound for the Tiffin Calvert Senecas. And leading things off, let's see, who do we have? Number 7 here. That is Taylor Monarch. Batting .273 on the season. On-base percentage, .431. He's got 12 steals, 15 runs scored out of that leadoff position, 16 walks. And the 2-0 in there for a strike. Coleman was kind of the ace for this squad last year as a freshman, but we haven't really seen him bear a whole lot of workload this year, as I think they tried to save a little bit of him for the postseason.
We're having flashbacks about our time in BG. Interesting, Nate, that the game before this that was held here, I heard it went into 9 innings, extra innings, but it somehow ended still early.
Yeah. Yes. And that was a win for the St. Mary Panthers as they dispatched state-ranked St. Paul.
Hey, we saw the Panthers against, the Chieftains? They're no joke.
And Monarch draws a walk to lead things off.
Now batting for Danbury, the third baseman, Logan Shepard.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Logan Shepard. First pitch in there for a strike. Shepard batting .387 on the season, .440 on base percentage. 16 RBIs, 24 runs scored. Throw over to first. Runner back with a little dirt on his jersey. That one low, 1-1. 29 hits in 75 at-bats for Shepard on the season. 7 of those doubles. He's got 12 stolen bases. But just 4 walks, so he doesn't draw a whole lot of walks. Coleman comes set. Here's the 1-2 to Shepard. In there, strike 3 called. Froze him up with a fastball on the outside corner. The first out of the inning is recorded via strikeout.
Interesting. You get a walk there with the first one and then strike out with the second one.
Foul tip into the glove there. I don't know if he got a piece of it or not. Looked like he did. Connor Moyer behind the plate. Cameron Moyer at first base. Braxton Shoemaker at second base. Swung on and missed. Charlie Palm at shortstop. Logan Ritzler at third base. Vincenzo Lyons in left field. Let's see who we got out in center field. It's Brandon Coleman in center field and then A.J. Shoemaker in right field. There's your defensive alignment for the Tiffin Calvert Senecas. Tommy Dean at the plate for the Lakers. Sends this one to right field. Shoemaker loses his hat, but he's under it for out number 2. Hair's getting a little long. Might need to find a new fit for the hat. I don't remember what that's like. It's been so long since I had hair. I think it was 18 when I started going bald. Two down, runner at first. That'll bring up Logan Lucas. First pitch misses. That's quickly 2-0. And that one misses as well. Now it's 3-0. It should be 3-0, right? And there's a 4-pitch walk. Yeah, scoreboard just wasn't caught up yet. I was like, I knew the first pitch was a ball, but they never put it up there, so. Coleman with a couple of first inning walks here, but also a pair of strikeouts. Or no, a strikeout and a putout. This one chopped foul at the plate. Little topper. Emma was wise enough to bring her sunscreen today.
Some of them Calvert boys would be ever so kind enough to scoot over. Maybe she could be in the shade when she wouldn't need it. She don't think they're going to scoot over for her, though. I'm about to come down there and wizard on them.
Here's the 0-2. That one upstairs. Dylan Kenley at the plate, batting .282 on the season, .404 on base percentage. The 1-2. In there, strike 3 called. Tucker Coleman with his second strikeout in the top half of the first. And that is out number 3. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. No score here at Lions Park in Castalia, home of the Polar Bears. Beautiful facilities here at Margaretta High School. Nate Mullins on the call with Greg the Wizard Kinn. We also got Emma Maeglin on the camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the Pulse of the Buckeye State.
I don't know if a polar bear could survive in this weather out here today.
I don't know. Yeah, this is difficult. We got these last two environments we've been in for baseball, Greg. A little challenging for broadcasting. Yeah, I get it. I understand the safety issues with fans. You know, you want to keep the fences as high as possible, keep everybody safe. I understand that. That's completely understandable. But when you have a fence that's so high, I can't get my pitch cam over top of it. And I mean, 90 inches is how tall, Greg? That's got to be at least 7 feet tall, right? My math is awful, but like somewhere around there, right? I know it's taller than me when it's set up, so I'm 6'1". So like I don't know. At some point, it's like, how tall do we need to make these fences? Isn't it on the people sitting around them to pay attention to?
Apparently, they need to be 2 Greggy Kinns high.
It's just, I don't know. We live in a distracted world because we're making more accommodations for distraction or distracted people in an environment where they shouldn't be distracted. You shouldn't be distracted at a baseball game. You know there's live baseball bats and balls that are flying all over the place. Everybody should be paying attention.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
But everybody's in their phones now.
Oh, man.
And here I am, get off my lawn.
Say everybody's in their phones and Nate's in his fields.
That's right.
No, just kidding.
No, I just wish these were,
Nah,
I don't know. Give me a little pocket where I can put my camera, like a little hole somewhere. I can squeeze my camera in there.
I mean, you know, I don't want to say we're not new to this, but, you know, maybe to some high schools getting covered and stuff, it's something they didn't think about when they installed this stuff.
Absolutely.
But they need to start thinking about it because it's the way of the world now.
First pitch in there for a strike to Vincenzo Lions. Tommy Dean on the mound for the Lakers. On the season, he is 3-3 with a 2.37 ERA.
It was nice of Vincenzo to let us play at his park today.
Right? The park where the Lions come out to play. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Vincenzo Lions. Dean on the season, 43 strikeouts, 29 walks, 38 hits. And Lions slaps this one. Shortstop ranges just onto the outfield grass to make the play.
Now batting, number 5, A.J. Shoemaker.
That'll bring up A.J. Shoemaker. Yeah, Shoemaker fouls this one off. Yeah, these last 2 games, I think, are the first 2 broadcasts that we've had where we've had to deal with this netting in a long time, Greg. Luckily, our hometown teams are nice enough where they've been letting us set up inside the dugout at Tiffin Columbian and set up inside the dugout at Hopewell.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can call me spoiled, Nate. That's
Yeah.
exactly what we had it so nice without having to be behind the net. That anytime we're behind the net, I'm just like,
And it just makes me frustrated because I don't like looking at it, you know? Like, it's very, ugh.
And I'm sure the people at home don't like it that much either. And trust us, we didn't have to put it in front of us. Yeah, I thought it was funny too that not only was that fence way out there,
Swung on and missed.
but I say not only is that fence super high out there, Nate, but then they also have the nice, like, see-through banner attached to the fence. You know, quote unquote see-through.
But that made it to where we couldn't even put the camera on the outside of the fence and shoot it through.
Yeah. Like, you couldn't get over the fence and you couldn't even shoot through the fence.
Yeah. So we have our Danners Towing and Recycling pitch cam set up behind home plate today.
Oh, nice.
Palm sends this one to short, right through the glove of the shortstop. Charlie Palm gets on board with a 2-out single.
Number 4, Connor Moyer.
That'll bring up Connor Moyer. Moyer on the season, batting .373. Ball gets away from the catcher, all the way to the backstop. And that'll put Charlie Palm at second base as he scampers his way on down. Or did he skedaddle?
You were on at that time, Nate. You didn't even give me a chance to have to remind you.
Well, when there's not sun in my eyes and like everything, like, I don't know, environmental factors take me out of my game sometimes. I'm human. That one's in there for a strike to Moyer.
Did you say you were humid?
I am humid, yes, and human. Did you just, Emma, are you trying to challenge whether I'm 6 foot? Strike out from Moyer as Tommy Dean, with his second strikeout of the inning, retires the Senecas. After one, we are scoreless here at Lions Park, home of the Polar Bears. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
And we're back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Start the second inning of action here in Castalia. No score between Tiffin, Calvert, and Danbury. Nate Mullins on the call with Greg the Wizard Kinn. Emma Maeglin on camera today. She's doing a phenomenal job. She got her steps in today, for sure. Tucker Coleman on the mound for his second inning of work. He had both pitchers had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Did they not give him credit for one of those strikeouts? Tommy Dean's only, in Game Changer, they only have him down for 1, so. Coleman had 2 in the first. Took him 21 pitches, though, to get through that top frame. Whereas Tommy Dean only took him 12 pitches, Greg. That's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Leading things off, Miles McDonald for the Lakers. Batting .357, .486 on-base percentage. 20 hits, 12 walks on the season. Coleman paints the outside corner with a strike. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Now the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up in this inning for the Lakers. The 1-2, down low. evens the count at 2-2. One thing I noticed about these Lakers, they get a lot of hits, but not a lot of extra base hits. Only 2 triples as a team, no homers, just 24 doubles as a team as Coleman sits him down on strikes there. Strikeout number 3 for Tucker Coleman. But they do get on base, 420 on base percentage. They draw a lot of walks, 100 walks on the year. The first pitch hits him. Evan Sandvik wore that one, and that'll put him down at first base. So a runner at first base with 1 out. That'll bring up Cale Ferguson, the DH. First pitch upstairs. And
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about that.
this one hit into just on the outfield grass. Charlie Palm makes the play for out number 2. Little lazy pop fly. These two teams, both rivals in the SBC River.
Yeah, I don't hear the name Danbury too often, Nate, but it always is in the sports season when they have a game against them. But other than that, not to talk down on the town or anything, but I'd almost forget it exists.
Right.
It's kind of just tucked away up there.
In there for a strike. Bottom of the order here. Croy Waldron. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Coleman. Strikeout number 4. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score between Tiffin Calvert and Danbury. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg the Wizard Kinn. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors. Folks, tournament baseball is a whole different animal. And a lot of these sponsors were with us during the regular season as well. So when you hear these names, please remember them when you're out in the community and you're making your financial decisions. But please tell them that Heart of Ohio Sports sent you. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Danner's Towing and Recycling, Robbie Paul Construction and Excavating, First National Bank of Sycamore, Vicek Orthodontics, Feasel's Frame and Collision, the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin, and Fort Ball Pizza Palace. All proud sponsors bringing you high school baseball tournament edition right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You want to check out your keys to the game?
I was just about to say, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by our friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. For Tiffin Calvert today, it's going to be important to work the pitch count. And so far early, Tommy Dean quickly worked through that first inning with just 12 pitches. So that's going to be key for Calvert the rest of the way. Work those pitch counts. Also, play some clean defense. No errors. You need to back up your pitcher today. Make sure you play clean defense. For Danbury, limit the big innings. I think that's going to be really key. Tiffin Calvert has a way of just kind of steamrolling once they get rolling. And that's going to be really key for the Lakers today. Keep them out of those big innings. But also, for Tommy Dean, keep that ball down, especially with big guy strolling to the plate right now. Connor Moyer steps into the batter's box. Yeah, I wasn't looking the last time, and they actually they threw out the base runner when Moyer was at the plate, and that's why they didn't give him credit for the strikeout, because I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at stats, and I looked up, and I thought he struck him out, but no, it was actually a thrown out base runner. So
we'll get our heads on straight here in a second.
yeah.
Threw us off a little bit. Early start today. New accommodations, and we're getting warmed up though.
So Moyer gets a fresh count now, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 to Moyer. Hits this one to left or to right, and that one's down for a base hit. The left-handed Moyer smokes that one down the right field line. And it just took a one-hop right to the right fielder. I thought he might have had a chance to make a play at first, but there was nobody there.
Yeah, you talk about like the defensive alignments and stuff a lot and where the players are at, and it changes completely about where you hit the ball at and the way you lined up. A couple steps makes a difference.
That'll bring up Cameron Moyer, one half of the Super Moyero brothers. Moyer fouls that one off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, St. Mary and St. Paul played a 9-inning game before this, with the Panthers coming away with a victory.
9-inning, what was it, 2-1 game?
2-1. This one hit into right center field, and it's going to get down.
Oh, nice.
Connor Moyer had to kind of slow down to make sure that the fielders weren't going to make a play on it. But nevertheless, now you got runners at second and third, nobody out here in the bottom half of the second inning, and that'll bring up Tucker Coleman.
The pitcher, number 23, Tucker Coleman.
Coleman batting .348 on the season. 21 RBIs. He'd like to add to that total here with 2 ducks on the pond at the Duck Park. I've been waiting to say that my whole announcing career. Tommy Dean comes set. Here's the 0-1 to Coleman. Coleman sends this one to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score, and the Senecas are on the board here in the bottom half of the second inning. That'll bring up Landon King. King batting .351 on the year. .489 on base percentage.
Landon King, batting first for the Calvert.
And I'm looking at his stats, and I'm like, okay, so how is he batting .351, but his on base is .489? He only has 5 walks. It's because he's been hit by 5 pitches too, Greg.
Wow. How does that happen? Well, I guess we've seen more than that in one game before almost, so.
Yeah. Of course, he trails the team lead in hit by pitches. Who do you think leads the team?
I have no idea.
I'll give you a clue. He's about 90 feet away from home plate right now. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners at first and third. Pitch fouled.
Maybe I was forgetting something.
Swung on and missed. King took a hack at that one. It came up empty. So a strikeout for Tommy Dean for out number 1. And that'll bring up Brandon Coleman.
Now batting for the Senecas, the center fielder, number 1, Brandon Coleman.
Coleman hits this one to short. The underhand to second. The relay is in time for the double play. The run will not score. Senecas only score 1 with runners at second and third with nobody out. So the Lakers dodge a bullet there. We are through 2. Tiffin Calvert leads Danbury 1-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
Welcome back to Lions Park here in Castalia, Ohio, home of the Polar Bears. Today's district semifinal matchup here on Heart of Ohio Sports features the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the Danbury Lakers. Calvert comes into this one as the number 1 seed in Division 7. And the number 1 overall team ranked in the state from wire to wire, Greg, from start to finish. They started out as the number 1 ranked team, and they ended as the number 1 ranked team.
In all of our hearts, Nate.
Oh, yeah,
No, I mean,
absolutely.
no, that is that's an awesome accomplishment. Probably don't see that happen too often, especially in the high school level.
Tucker Coleman misses outside. Back to the top of the order here for the Lakers. Taylor Monarch at the plate. I hope I'm saying that name right. Swung on and missed. M-O-N-A-K. You think that's Monarch?
M-O-N-A-K. I don't know how else you really say it.
Monac?
I guess you could say it that way if you're being fancy. But maybe it is said that way. I don't know.
That's a good take there. Evens the count, 2-2. Love the high socks.
Oh, yeah, it's just like the honor games, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Bremeyer was rocking those.
Flashy yellow shoes, too. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strikeout for Tucker Coleman. That's number 5 on the game. That'll bring up Logan Shepard. Shepard is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Pops this one into right center field. Oh, the play made by the center fielder. What a catch. What a phenomenal catch out there in center field by Branyon Coleman.
Let's see if I caught that one in time or not, Nate. Oh, just right after. I didn't think he was going to get back to get it. That was impressive.
Unbelievable play. There's a web gem for you right there.
Now batting number 33, Tommy Dean.
Coleman flashing the leather in center field to save what probably would have been a double. Runner at first, 1 out. First pitch to Tommy Dean inside. Dean is 0 for 1. Popped out back in the first. That one's outside. It's 2-0. Scoreboard's a little behind today. The 2-0 in there for a strike. It's 2-1. As the umpire just signaled, it is 2-1.
You know what that means?
You know what that means.
You know what that means.
That's another strikeout. Or what am I thinking? I wasn't even looking. My apologies. Runner moves down to second base.
27, Logan Lucas.
That'll bring up Logan Lucas. 361 hitter on the year. Drew a walk his last time up. First pitch in there for a strike. Shaves the inside corner of the plate. Batter calls time. The 0-1 to Lucas, swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. This one fouled back and out of play. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Tucker Coleman. Strikeout number 6 through 3 innings.
I was having myself a chuckle here, Nate, because I seen a comment that says, "Go blue."
He'll be a little bit more descriptive.
I was thinking to myself earlier today, I'm like, both of our games today is a blue on blue and a red on red team.
Yep. Yep.
And then, yeah, somebody says, "Go blue."
Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here. Let's take a look at our player spotlights. Brought to you by our friends at Vicek Orthodontics. Of course, when you want to look your best for the spotlight, you need to head over to our friends at Vicek Orthodontics.
Hopefully I got these loaded up right. I might have to get them in here. Player spotlight, first one. Let's go with Danbury.
For the Danbury Lakers, we shine our spotlight on Tommy Dean. Pitcher on the mound today. Batting .364 on the year with a .440 on-base percentage. Made second team All-River in the SBC. For the Tiffin Calvert Senecas, we shine our spotlight on Vincenzo Lyons, who has held the winged cardinal already this year. .431 batting average, .567 on-base percentage. Look at the OPS of 1.067. Leads the SBC River in runs scored, second in hits, and third in walks. He's the table setter. He's the one who gets things started at the top of the order, and you'll see him up next as Logan Ritzler leads things off. One of the 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up next for Tiffin Calvert. Once again, our player spotlight brought to you by our friends at Vicek Orthodontics. Helping you look your best when the spotlight hits. Of course, when you're going to trust your smile, you got to trust it to the experts. The 1-0 in there for a strike from Tommy Dean. Righty-righty matchup here.
Sounds like an old movie star name.
It does, doesn't it?
Tommy Dean, man, he started all those classic films. The strikeout. And
The 1-1 in there for a strike. It's 1-2. That one gets away from the catcher to the backstop. That'll even the count up. 2-2. 1-0 Calvert here in the bottom of the third. Logan Ritzler leading things off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That went upstairs, and it's a full count here. The payoff. Fouled off. And out of play. The 3-2. Fouled off again. Wasted another good pitch there. Ritzler staying alive. Still no score from Mohawk and Plymouth. That game in the top of the 5th. And in Clouse pitching a gem over there. Ritzler sends this one through the infield. Straight back up the middle for a base hit. And a leadoff runner aboard after Logan Ritzler put together a nice at-bat. He was down 1-2 in the count. Came back, made it a full count, and pretty much made Tommy Dean throw him a pitch he liked. But you got a pitcher's duel over there in Galleon between Andon Clouse and King for the Big Red.
Yeah, and I seen we had the comment asking there, so that's why you were answering, Nate. But
Yep.
I mean, if you're really that into that game, it is on the X Stream.
Absolutely. You can go and check that out over on our Heart of Ohio Sports channel, the X Stream on YouTube.
Yeah, like if you just turn this one on because you're a fan of baseball, but you're actually looking for a Mohawk game, there you go.
1-0 Calvert. Runner at first, nobody out. Lions watches that one low. It's 2-0. The 2-0 to Lions is in there. The 2-1. Misses, throw down to second, gets away from the shortstop. Ritzler's going to scamper his way.
Nobody wants to see that.
All the way over to third,
he's
and
gonna
that ball
keep
gets
going.
away, and he's going to score.
Wow. Yeah, I think the ball got loose again on the throw over to third there. Is that what happened there, Nate?
So another run will score for the Senecas. Yeah, that one got away from the third baseman.
He's going to need to get the washing machine after that one. He's got there. There's a dusty one out there.
Yeah, as soon as he saw that ball get away, he got up and scampered his way on home.
So, see if I caught it on the replay. Just caught him sliding into getting all dirty there, apparently.
So Lions at the plate now, nobody on. 2-1 the count. That one's upstairs. Actually, it was 3-1. They never updated the scoreboard on the count, so that'll be a walk for Lions. Still nobody out. 2-0 Calvert. Vincenzo Lions now down at first base.
Number 5, A.J. Shoemaker.
That'll bring up A.J. Shoemaker. Shoemaker struck out his last time up. Throw over to first. Whew, that was close, but not in time. Lions back safely. Dean comes set. First pitch to Shoemaker, inside. A.J. Shoemaker batting .441 on the year, .537 on base percentage. .721 slugging percentage. Man. Ball gets away from the first baseman. That's good for a 1.257 OPS. That's crazy. upstairs. It's 2-0. The 2-0 slashed foul into foul territory, and the first baseman kind of lost sight of it. Might have been able to make a play, but I don't know. That was a hard play for anybody to make. Second baseman was the only one who really had a beat on it, but he just wasn't able to get there in time. So it saves an out for the Senecas there. The 2-1 upstairs. Three balls and a strike.
You had left before the games today for a minute, and Jacob asked me, he said, Greg, did you make some kind of Donnie player spotlight?
Shoemaker slams this one into center.
Oh, man.
This one's going to go all the way to the fence.
Nice.
Lyons is on his horse. They're going to hold him at third after the relay is cut off by the shortstop. And so runners at second and third now. Still nobody out.
I was just going to say, no reason to push your luck there when you got nobody out. You're in a great spot here. Let your boys keep doing work.
That's right. So we'll have a mound visit here. Gives us a little bit of time. We can talk about our sponsors. Give thanks to all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We couldn't be here if not for the help of our following sponsors. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Danner's Towing and Recycling, Robbie Paul Construction and Excavating, First National Bank of Sycamore, Vicek Orthodontics, Feasel's Frame and Collision, the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin, and Fort Ball Pizza Palace. All proud sponsors bringing you high school baseball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. This is game number 3 and 4 today for us in tournament time. Well, we've still got a lot of tournament action coming up. You still got time to add your name to that list. And we're looking for more sponsors for the next couple games. Tomorrow, I still don't know what we're going to do, Greg. I think we're probably just going to have to end up picking one game.
That's the way it's looking.
And with the way we had our sponsors set up, and a little bit more Seneca East support than we did Mohawk yesterday. So unless we can pick up a few more Mohawk sponsors between now and tomorrow, we'll probably end up having to cover the Tigers because we don't have another producer for tomorrow. We are short a producer. And, we could split Greg and I up, but then we need extra voices on the broadcast.
Well, what about your short producer? What are you getting?
Charlie Palm pops this one up on the infield. Out number 1 recorded. That'll bring up Connor Moyer.
The catcher, number 4, Connor Moyer.
Connor Moyer doing the catching today. 1 for 1 with a run scored. Came around and scored the first run of the game back in the second inning. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Dean's pitch down low. It's 2-0. The 1-0 or the 2-0. That one fouled down the first baseline. I got to stop trusting the scoreboard. Every time I look up at the scoreboard, it's wrong. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one's outside, and it's 3-1. Now they got it updated. Moyer fouls this one back off the hands. You can tell that one. That's off the part of the bat that nobody likes to hit.
Yeah.
That's the not so sweet spot.
Don't quite sound the same, does it?
Full count here on Moyer. Here's the payoff. Up high, and he walks him. So that will make the bases loaded for Cameron Moyer.
Number 99, Cameron Moyer.
And last time we saw him at the plate with the bases loaded.
I think it was almost the same situation.
Yeah.
If not when the bases were loaded, the same situation. I know his brother got walked, and he was up next to bat. Just smacked it right out of the park.
That's a long way to get it out of here. 330 to all levels of this park.
Yeah, it just sounds like a challenge to him.
But when we saw him during the honor games last time, this past Monday, he probably hit one about 375 feet off the Paul Maletti Fieldhouse, off the roof of the Fieldhouse. To put that in perspective, he hit the M on the scoreboard out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's about where he hit that ball.
That still doesn't even seem far enough away.
2 balls, no strikes. And that one's upstairs and outside, 3-0. And I don't think they're going to give him anything to hit, Greg.
You think the guy's going to take the 1 run?
I think they'd rather take one.
If possible.
And, I mean, well, either way, if he gets a hold of it, it's probably going to be at least 2.
Yeah.
And there's another walk.
Yep.
So a run will score for the Senecas.
And it's just, just using your head there. On paper, it doesn't look smart walking somebody in, but like you said, Nate, it's probably at least 2 if he gets a hold of one.
And it's 3-0 Calvert now. 1 out. And we have a mound visit here. As coach comes out, wants to talk to his pitcher, and I think this is probably going to be the end of the day for Tommy Dean. We'll see.
Got to be getting up a little bit higher in the pitch count now. I know he was working fast that first inning.
Now he's up to 55 pitches, but more importantly, the Senecas now, this is the second time through the order, and they're starting to see what Tommy Dean is bringing to the table. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really important if you're the coach for these Lakers, you need to get in front of it early. If you see a problem, you need to get out in front of it, and that's wise decision here by the coach to say, we don't want to leave him in the game too long and risk this getting out of control.
Right, you don't sit around and wait to see if they've got you figured out once they've put up 5 runs.
That's part of that limit big innings, part of those keys to the game I talked about.
Exactly what I'm touching on, because you said, this team, when they start getting rolling, they steamroll, man. And like you said, Nate, as soon as you start to notice something's up, it's a great coaching move to go ahead and try to put the stops to that.
So that'll close the book on Tommy Dean. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 3 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 55 pitches thrown, 28 of them for strikes. He faced 14 batters. He gives way to Taylor Monach on the season. He's pitched 24 2/3 innings. He's given up 21 hits. He's walked 26. So he's walked more than he's allowed hits.
Cool.
Struck out 36. He's given up 18 runs, 15 of them earned. He has a 4-2 record with a 4.09 ERA. What that tells me, Greg, is if he has a high strikeout number and a high walk number, that means he dabbles around the corners. He likes to shave those corners, and he's not going to be a just get it over the plate kind of pitcher.
Yeah, that's a double-edged sword there. He's either going to get it right over the corner or he's going to walk you. So.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Senecas will have to try to square up on that and learn that. And it seems like it'd be a pretty difficult thing to do if he's throwing it on the edges like that.
Right.
So this might be a really, really smart move here, just in general in pitching style.
Tucker Coleman at the plate. Watches that one. It gets away from the catcher, but doesn't get far. All the runners will stay put. Got A.J. Shoemaker at third. Connor Moyer at second, Cameron Moyer at first, with Tucker Coleman at the plate. Bases loaded with 1 out. 3-0 Calvert. Here's the pitch from Monarch. Down low. 2-0 the count.
Took a nice hack at that one, but
Jeff said somebody hit the Hoos wagon.
oh,
No, Emma said it too.
oh,
Sorry, I haven't been looking at my phone, Emma. Sorry.
it's all right. Now
She said her headset died,
now the Hooswagon's gonna hit
so she
somebody.
can't even hear me. 3 balls and a strike here on Tucker Coleman. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Down low. And that'll walk in another run. It's now 3 runs here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning for the Senecas. It's now 4-0 Calvert. And that'll bring up Landon King.
Yeah, and then last 2 they didn't even have to do anything, Nate.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take 3 runs. Just walk me in, sure. Stupid sun's got me sitting so far over here I can't see nothing outside. Ooh.
King sends this one flying to left, into the alley, and all the way to the fence. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. They're going to send Coleman, and that'll be a bases clearing double for Landon King. A 3-run double as the Senecas now open it up. It's 7-0 Tiffin Calvert here in the bottom of the 3rd. Landon King just absolutely laced that one to left.
Batting for Tiffin Calvert, number 1, Brandon Coleman.
That'll bring up Brandon Coleman. Sophomore center fielder.
So he was the one that just had that nice diving catch there.
Yeah.
In the game, right?
Phenomenal catch in center field. First pitch, swung on and missed.
So I wasn't sure exactly because usually there's like 4 to 6 Colemans on the roster each year for this squad.
Right.
Oh, nice little bunt there.
Coleman lays it down perfectly, exactly where you want to put it.
And-
Throw gets away from the
Oh,
first
yeah.
baseman. King's going to score. Coleman will be into second base.
Nice.
And the Senecas now have 8 on the board, 7 here in the bottom of the 3rd, and this is exactly what I talked about in my keys to the game. Brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Limit these big innings. This is how the Senecas just pile on you. And we're back through. The Senecas have now batted through the order.
So that was an interesting,
Logan Ritzler back at the plate, and still just 1 out.
interesting hit there because they just swapped places.
Yeah, right.
Man, and that was all off a bunt, Nate.
Yeah.
A bunt and just a bad throw to first, and can't ask for anything better.
That one's upstairs.
Oh, a breeze. I like that.
Little breeze. Emma's getting a little breeze down there. Not as bad as it was yesterday.
So, yeah, we was trying to be...
Ritzler
Ooh.
sends this one for a ride.
Uh-oh.
Deep to left. Back, and gone.
Wow.
Logan Ritzler absolutely tattoos that one to left and puts the Senecas on top 10-0. What a blast from Logan Ritzler. Well, he just squared up on that one. And that one was in the air for a long time. That one was in the air so long it needed a pre-flight meal.
See how much of that when I call here on the replay. Look, he said, Vincenzo knew it. He put the hand up right off the rip. He said, that's gone. Then you see it just dropping over there.
So it's now 10-0 Senecas with Vincenzo Lyons at the plate. That pitch gets away from the catcher.
Man. Yeah, so Lions had a better view of it than we did when it took off from the bat, and he said, oh, yeah, that's gone.
He put the finger up right away.
Yep, I was like, oh, wait, let's see if he's right. Whoa, boom.
He put the finger up, so.
You know what that means. That's right. Now, if the bases were – no, never mind.
3 balls, no strikes. Lions are spotlight player of the game here. Watches that one in there for a strike from Taylor Monach.
Poor Danbury players out here wearing black uniforms today.
Lions fouls this one off, and it's going to stay in play just outside of foul grounds over by the third baseman, who makes the play for out number 2.
It's a nice little snag there. We've seen sometimes those look real easy, Nate, and just as we saw yesterday, you just take your eye off of her a second, that can cost you big time. Of course, we're talking about that phenomenal game matchup we had yesterday between Seneca East and the Blue Devils.
Shoemaker pops this one up.
Oh,
Shortstop squeezes it for out number 3. But the damage has been done. The Senecas put 9 on the board, including a 2-run blast from Logan Ritzler and a 3-run double from Landon King. It's 10-0 Calvert after 3. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
And we're back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn with you as we start the 4th inning. We have a pitching change for the Senecas as they took a 10-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd. I'll close the book on Tucker Coleman. His day is done after 3 innings. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. 46 pitches thrown, 27 of those for strikes. He faced 13 batters. He will give way to Cohen Stull.
I'll say this is one of those situations, Nate, where you got yourself a nice lead here, so you can just go ahead and rest him now.
That's exactly it. And you could possibly save him for Saturday if you need to use him as well. He's just under 50 pitches, so. Cohen Stull on the year, 4-0 with a 2.3 ERA, 24 and a third innings pitched, 15 hits, 12 walks, 34 strikeouts, 11 runs, 8 of those earned. Pretty impressive numbers for the senior. It's a St. Joe transfer. Came over from Fremont St. Joe last year. Played about half the season for the baseball team. And then this year, really slid into I won't say he's a long reliever because he's gotten a lot of starts this year, but he's the missing piece to this pitching staff that they really needed last year. Mm-hmm. They needed somebody to kind of come in and be able to eat some innings, and he is exactly that. And he gives you a really good option out of the bullpen, but also another solid 3rd, 4th starter as well. So very solid pitching performance on the year from Cohen Stull, and he's been pretty reliable at the plate as well. 343 batting average. This one's hit into center, and looks like Vincenzo Lyons takes over in center field. He ranges over to make the play. I'm like, hey, that's a lefty. That's not Branyan.
Batting for the Lakers.
Branyan has moved over to second base. Take a look at the defensive alignment here. So you've got Tucker Coleman in left. Vincenzo Lyons in center. A.J. Shoemaker still out there in right field. Cameron Moyer stays put at first. You have Branyan Coleman at second. Still Charlie Palm at short. And Logan Ritzler at third. And, of course, still Connor Moyer behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's in there for a strike. Oh, that one just missed. It's 2-2. Miles McDonald at the plate, batting .357. Watches that one up high, and it's a full count. Strike 3 in there. Froze him up with a breaking ball. As Greg, I think that one started out. He thought that was going to end up in the other batter's box. And the break on that pitch crossed right at home plate. Beautiful pitch there from Cohen Stahl for the strikeout.
Had to take a look here, Nate. I was just thinking about how this was a 1-0 game last inning, and now it's a 10-0 game, so I figured I better check in on our other game that was also a 0-0 game, see if they had the same kind of thing going on. But actually, it looks like we got to see a 1-0 score.
We have a score update from Mohawk Plymouth as the Warriors have taken a 1-0 lead over the Big Red.
So also a lead change over there on the extreme, but not quite as extreme.
Yeah, not quite as big of an inning for the Warriors, but they do get on the board.
Yeah, so as fast as this one changed, I was like, I better check into that one.
The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there from Stull. Evan Sandvik at the plate. This one fouled off. We'll be back in action tomorrow in Findlay. That one's upstairs, and it's a full count here on Sandvik. But we'll be back over in Findlay as Seneca East takes on Ashland Crestview. Live from Marathon Diamonds, 5th Third Field. Strike 3 called. Beautiful breaking pitch. Catches the outside corner.
Yeah, so that's, what would you say, we're 99% surely going to be there, Nate, unless something major changed?
Yeah.
Unless some kind of Mohawks softball sponsor came out of the woodwork and said, hey, no, we need you over here.
And, I mean, here's the thing. There are other media outlets covering the Mohawk Warriors. There's nobody else covering the Seneca East Tigers. And that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. It's like, you know, I hate to give way to any of our rival media companies, but at this point, you know, I just want to make sure these games are covered.
Right,
you know?
and like, so, you know, really, even if it's not us, I am glad that someone's
Somebody
there to cover
will be
it.
there,
Yeah, absolutely.
yes.
And like you said, Nate, you know, it's kind of like we've joined these Tigers on the ride for a few of these games this season.
right.
It's kind of, it would feel not right to jump off the wagon right now.
Absolutely.
You want to talk here, Nate? I know we could do a sponsor read, but also one of our new sponsors here.
Yeah, I do want to I have a live read for one of our new sponsors here. I want to talk about Danner's Towing and Recycling. Of course, our pitch cam today brought to you by Danner's Towing and Recycling. From towing and recovery to scrap recycling, Danner's proudly serves our local communities with dependable service you can count on. Danner's Towing and Recycling, proud supporter of local sports and today's tournament coverage here on Heart of Ohio Sports. One of my fondest childhood memories was going to the junkyard with my grandpa. I was a junkyard kid. Grandpa was a scrapper, and that's how we made extra money for vacations and stuff. He was a hard worker. He worked all the time, 24/7. I feel like he worked even when he was sleeping. But he just had a thing for scrapping. He loved it. And I spent a lot of my childhood at the junkyard, especially Danner's. And
I'd say I'd be very
I
surprised.
know my way around. I know how to strip out a refrigerator and a dryer.
I say I've pulled quite a few car parts off things before here too, and but I'd be very surprised if anybody in this area hadn't heard of the name Danner's.
That's right.
That's a solid name in this area for sure, especially in the Mohawk area.
And they do so much for the local sports in the area too. That's why I think they're just top notch, man.
Say, especially when it comes to the Sycamore area, I think about Danner's and Clouse, and I'm just like, do they just own everything down here? Or just run everything and support everything?
10-0 Calvert as we start the fourth inning, or the bottom of the fourth inning. Charlie Palm at the plate for the Senecas. The 2-3-4 hitters due up next, or 3-4-5 hitters, I should say. Palm hits this one to left. Left fielder under it makes the play for out number 1.
Now batting for Calvert, number 4, Connor Moyer.
And that'll bring up Connor Moyer, the cleanup hitter. He's 1 for 1, 2 runs scored and a walk.
I tell you, Nate, as we wind to the end of the season, it's going to be strange next year not saying your name.
I know. Well, Moyers and Shoemaker, all three of those have been playing baseball for Calvert for the last 4 years. Ritzler's been playing for the last 3 years. Those are 4 names that are synonymous with Calvert baseball over the last 3 years for sure.
And we love all of our athletes in all the schools, but there are a few that play a little closer to the chest here at Heart of Ohio.
They're just a little easier to work with. They're not so too cool for school, if you will, Moyer smokes that one, but just foul down the right field line. Just absolutely gorgeous day for baseball here. Not a cloud in the sky. About 75-degree game time temperature.
Yeah,
nice
usually,
cool breeze.
Ooh.
Moyer smokes this one to center. Center fielder retreating. He's going to watch this one bounce off the wall. But something happened there.
I'm not sure what happened there. I noticed that Emma also didn't move, so I was like, something. I just heard somebody say, "Are you kidding?" I don't know what's going on here. What is happening?
I don't know what happened.
They're just going to act like that just didn't happen?
I guess he wasn't ready for it or something. I don't know. Maybe somebody tried to call time.
That's crazy. I've never seen a play happen and then they're just like, no. Oh.
Ball gets away from the catcher on the strikeout.
What happened? The miscommunication? Could they not find the ball?
I guess the ball don't lie in that situation.
Wow.
I don't know what happened to take away the base hit from him in the first place, but he gets his bag.
That was interesting. Very interesting.
Did they call a balk?
Yeah, called a balk.
Oh.
He's going from the stretch. He's still got to be set.
Yeah. Why is he throwing from the stretch if nobody's on?
That's what they call it.
Thanks for the clarification there. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
I got the assistant AD up here.
I was going to say, I didn't hear the call from up here, so yeah.
Snap throw over to first. Oh, just back safely. Boy, that was close. Gabe Baddock, the relief runner over there at first base. Cam Moyer at the plate. 1 for 1 with a walk.
Gabe Baddock running at first base for the Calvert.
Snap throw. Not in time. Keeping him honest over there. Of course, Baddock on the season, I don't think he's got very many steals. Just 4 stolen bases on the year, but he is their relief runner. That one's in there for a strike.
Must just get out the inside on there.
Baddock gets his lead at first. Throw over. Gets away from the first baseman. Third time's a charm, I guess, man. Like, at this point, what are you trying to do?
And that's far from the first, overthrow or ball getting loose in this game. So you're just playing with fire there.
There's so much room between first base and that fence over there, too. So that ball's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
And then you've got a long way to go get it. I think after the first one, he thought he might have had a chance to catch him leaning.
Right.
But after that, he never really got that big of a lead. Moyer pops this one up on the infield. No! Unable to make the play. It bounces off of his glove.
He's kind of backpedaling on that, wasn't he? Maybe just kind of tripped up there. Didn't
I think he kind of lost it in the sun, maybe. And it kind of,
I'll see if I got it on replay here. Let's see what we got here.
And another relief runner here. Conley Stull will come in as a relief runner for Cameron Moyer at first.
I thought I saw a bird fly across the field out there when he hit this, and I was like, oh, geez. I don't want to see it hit the – yeah, see, he's trying to look at it. He's kind of stumbling backwards. Yeah, I think it just went back a little farther than he expected. Like we talked about, Nate, sometimes you think it's easy, but it's really not as easy as it looks. Huh?
These kids make it look easy. That's the problem. A lot of these kids are just out there make it look effortless.
So, anytime you have a little mess up or something, it's like, well, how could that happen? Well, it could happen more often than not, honestly.
We got pigeons in the outfield. It's a little different than angels in the outfield.
I say I don't remember that movie. and then right there, another base. Just off the ball getting loose again.
Both runners advance. Now you have runners at second and third. 1 out. Tucker Coleman at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, I think sometimes that's something that I don't want to say it a wake-up call or a shock to these teams, but, these fields are much bigger than a lot of the places they normally play. Mm-hmm. And that ball, like you said, and they just got a lot
Another one gets away from the catcher, and another run will score.
So he literally moved from first to home on just bad throws of the ball.
That's
get
it.
Loose.
That's literally how he advanced.
It's just, man, there's too much space out here to not be catching the ball.
Yeah, they got a heck of a ball game going on the extreme. Coleman hits this one to left, but it's going foul. I think it nearly hit that bird out there.
I think they're begging for it.
They are. They're
like, go somewhere else. There's a baseball game happening here. What are you doing? Yeah, I can see him walking in the middle of the field out there, just walking around.
He's like, you're not supposed to be here right now.
I was waiting for one of these kids to trip over a bird.
And Coleman draws a walk. And we have I think they're going to let the position player bat instead of, because he was playing second base. Braxton Shoemaker started out at second base. They're going to let him bat, I think. Yes.
Yeah, I told him to take
Donnie Hammond. Did he put it up?
Oh, why did it not say that?
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
No.
What happened?
My mistake. Number 10, Braxton Shoemaker.
We'll have to get to the bottom of that one.
Yes. We're going to have to uncover exactly what happened there. That's unacceptable, Jacob. Shoemaker sends this one to right field, actually just outside the infield. Second baseman ranges about 10 feet out into the outfield to make the play. And they have a great game going on over on the Extreme.
Yeah, last inning, still 1-0 score.
On YouTube, search Heart of Ohio Sports Extreme. You can find Mohawk versus Plymouth. That is a 1-0 game in the top of the 7th inning. And the Warriors on top.
Looks like 2 outs, too.
This one popped up. Foul territory. Third baseman ranges over and squeezes it for out number 3. But the Senecas score another run. It's 11-0 Tiffin Calvert. After 4, Danbury down to their final 3 outs here unless they can make something happen in this next inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. And we're back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn with you as we start the 5th inning of action. See Charlie Palm on the mound for the Senecas, and that is really good to see. Because Charlie Palm has had some injury issues from football with the shoulder, the throwing shoulder, and that is really good to see him get some action on the mound. I think this is not his first time pitching this year, obviously, but let's take a look at his pitching stats on the year. I think,
I was going to say, obviously, regardless to be in this position, he's had to do a heck of a lot of work to get back here. So.
Yes, this is his 2nd appearance. He's already thrown 1 inning.
Right, just ease yourself back into the game, you know?
Yep. No runs allowed. He had a strikeout, a walk, and a hit allowed when he came in last time. So
if he does,
2nd time he's had a chance to pitch this year.
So if he does good work here, he's only going to have another inning under his belt.
That's right.
Leading off for the Lakers, number 2, Cale Ferguson.
You talk about a young man last year through 27 1/3 innings pitched. Started a game, appeared in 12. Had a 3.0 ERA. And 26 strikeouts in those 27 innings. So swung on and missed. It's 2-2. Cale Ferguson leading things off here for the Lakers. Strike 3 called.
Nice.
Ferguson was frozen up. That'll bring up Croy Waldron.
What a name.
Croy. Croix. We have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters this inning. Waldron, bottom of the order. Watches that one upstairs. It's 2-0. Palm's got a little zip on those throws. A little pop on that one. In the dirt.
I'm going to say it's got to feel good to get back on the mound, get back into the game. But not only that, to throw some strikeouts, he's got to feel real good.
3 balls, no strikes.
You want to get out there and prove to yourself, you know. Yeah, nice one there. Prove to yourself you haven't lost a step or anything.
That's right. It's all about the mind. You got to prove it to yourself and get your mind right. Swung on and missed.
Ooh.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Charlie Palm. And now the Lakers potentially down to their final out.
They said, Charlie, you can only throw like 10 pitches. And he said, okay, I'll end this game.
First pitch in there for a strike. Taylor Monarch.
2 outs there.
Uh-oh. No, it's done.
Oh.
They're shaking hands.
Oh, yeah. I was just looking at that. My bad.
So that's a final.
Yeah.
Mohawk picks up the win over Plymouth. They will move on to the district final. The Warriors playing with some house money at this point, Greg.
Yeah. Oh.
This one hit to center. Lions camps under it and squeezes it for out number 3. And the Senecas are moving on to the district final.
You don't hit the ball in Lions Field, mate. How about that? What a way to end it.
Final score, Tiffin Calvert 11, Danbury nothing. We'll step aside. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. That's coming up next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Put your game face on. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Welcome back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We are live from Tornado Field. Defensive substitution coming in for the Tornadoes.
Hey, you're in.
Seems a little distracted down there.
Let's go. You're in. Oh, you got to get out.
Runner at second base, nobody out. Here's the first pitch to Bremeyer. And that one's a wild pitch. Runner's off from second base, and catcher's still not paying attention.
Going for.
He's around third.
Hey.
Headed home. Boom! Big collision at the plate. And wait a second. What's going on here? What's the call?
Hey man, hands off my who's.
Whatever, kid.
When the game's on who's, can't take your eye off of it.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center. That's by
Oh
at least
man, are you
360.
kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, welcome back to the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Tiffin Calvert moves on to the district final. Final score 11-0 over Danbury. Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here. Tiffin Calvert, that big inning is all it took, Greg. And we talked about keys to the game for the Danbury Lakers was limit the big inning, and that's really what it took.
I mean, yeah, you're not kidding, especially when you're looking up at the scoreboard and there's only, realistically, not even 5 innings, not even full 5 innings on their board. And you look up and you see that 9 sitting there in the 3, and you're just like, how, why, what? But it's exactly what you talked about, the big innings, Nate. And we talked about how this team steamrolls, and you saw it. They just started getting 1 guy on base, 2 guys on base, then the bases were loaded, then a walk, a run in, walk another run in.
Then Danbury said,
You have to quit with that.
And then Calvert said, well, not until we at least get 10 up on the board here. Then we'll just take a little break, switch out pitchers here, and you know what that means. But and then just the icing on the cake to add 1 more on there, the little extra insurance run to make sure that they got out of here in 5.
That's right. But the Senecas move on to the district final. They will play Greenwich South Central, I think.
I think that's who you said the other day.
I think that's what they said.
It might be a new team for us. I don't know if I've ever heard of them. Greenwich South Central.
Emma's confusing me.
Oh, I was wondering what you were looking at.
Margaret grabbed our player of the game.
Oh, that jabroni.
Hey, the paper isn't on a time schedule here, Josh.
He's like, yeah.
I'm not trying to sit here and wait for you to get done with your interview so I can interview my player of the game.
I gotta be back by midnight.
Come on, Josh. Margaret. I like Josh, but he should know that if we're here, we get the player of the game first.
Listen, Josh seems to have a history of stepping on your toes during Calvert games, so.
Yeah. And going back all the way to
look at this is too much. He's being selfish now. He's interviewing coach and player. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
You could let one of them go.
Both of them.
That's what happens. That's what happens, Josh. When you trade across us, we're gonna put you on camera. We're gonna blast you. We're gonna blast you.
You're getting blasted. Put on blast. So both the teams we covered today are moving on, and that means this Saturday we're gonna have some decisions to make as well, Greg.
Yeah.
As if we want to cover both games, we're going to have to split our crews up again.
So that's the hard part about this time of year. You got tournament time, but it's also like graduation season, work schedules, and oh my goodness, it's just so hard to get everybody together to get the coverage we want to get to you guys.
But nevertheless, we will be there tomorrow in Findlay for Seneca East as they take on, who are they playing again tomorrow? Crestview? Ashland Crestview?
So. I think so, yeah.
Tomorrow. That'll be the district final live from Marathon Diamonds, Fifth Third Field in Findlay. And then on Saturday, these Calvert Senecas, where are they playing that game at?
I don't know that one yet. I'll tell you this much, though. Yesterday, during that game at Marathon Diamonds, you said, this place is a gem. And I so wanted to be like, well, it's actually a diamond. But
isn't a diamond a gem?
Listen, probably, but I'm just getting specific here.
So let's see here. That would be at... Isn't that weird, Greg? Okay, so where is Mohawk? The Mohawk game today is at Heist Park in Galion.
Galion, yep.
That's where the final will be played for these two. for Calvert versus Greenwich South Central. It'll be at Heist Park in Galleon. Makes no sense, but I don't put these brackets together. Like I said.
I tell you
Yep,
what,
that's
Nate,
what we have. Heist Park in Galleon. So we'll be there on Saturday for that one. 2 o'clock first pitch for that game.
at this point, we might just have to name our player of the game.
Yeah, and then I'll blame Josh
And get your,
for everybody.
I mean, obviously, we'll get an interview later like you always do with them, but
For everybody wondering, though, Logan Ritzler is our Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery Player of the Game.
I mean, that huge.
Big-time
homer.
performance by Ritzler today, as I believe he was 2 for 2 at the plate. Let me check my final stats here. Yes, Logan Ritzler was 2 for 2 at the plate with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a 2-run bomb to left. And I mean a bomb. That one was into the trees.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about.
Like I said, it was in the air so long it needed an in-flight meal.
Well, I mean, we talked about how, how far out this fence was at every section of the fence in this place and how it would be kind of difficult to hit a big homer over there. But Ritzler said, it's not that hard. Let me show you how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So Josh did let him go. I don't know if he'd be winking his way up.
Nope, he didn't. He let the coach go.
Oh, of course he did.
Now he's standing there talking with Logan. So
yeah,
he needed to hold Logan while he talked to coach.
Oh, you wait till I
Yeah.
find you at this game, Josh.
Yep.
I'm going to stomp you down.
Josh is getting, he's getting a 3rd degree from me for sure. So that's going to do it for us here today. Big shout out to Logan Ritzler for his performance as our Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery Player of the Game. Also, big shout out to our post-game show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Let's give our sponsor list one more read, as we didn't really get a whole lot of chances to read it today with the shortened game, but we got our commercials in. Everybody got their commercial plays in. I know that for sure. But let's go ahead and give all of our sponsors some more love here, because, folks, we wouldn't have been here if not for these guys. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Danner's Towing and Recycling, Robbie Paul Construction and Excavating, First National Bank of Sycamore, Vicek Orthodontics, Feasel's Frame and Collision, the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin, and Fort Ball Pizza Palace. All proud sponsors bringing you today's high school baseball game right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, that's going to do it for us here today. For Emma Maeglin and Greg Kinn, I'm Nate Mullins signing off from Lions Park at Margaretta Polar Bears Field. Once again, you've been watching